everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma. These are my allotment diaries, gardening diaries. I also do cooking videos as well. If you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to click the subscribe button below. There's also some other ways that you can follow me in the description bar as well. Welcome to my garden. It's middle of July now, and I thought, sort of middle-ish, and I thought I would just do a little bit of a garden tour for you because I haven't done one of these for a little while, and obviously a lot has changed in the garden now that we've hit July. Things are really coming into their own. A lot of stuff has died back. A lot of stuff died because I didn't water it enough. We're in the middle of like a bit of a heat wave at the moment in the UK, so I'm trying to keep on top of all the watering and everything and keep everything alive basically. But yeah, so much has changed and the garden's looking really beautiful, and especially my little vegetable courtyard garden, which is just outside my kitchen. I'll show you around that as well. I've got some produce growing, which is really exciting, and I do need to harvest the carrots today because they've just completely, like that basically, just don't even know how to describe it, just given up basically. So I need to pick all of those, and yeah, I thought I'd bring you along with me and just do a little bit of a garden tour. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let me show you around. So as in true me style, I thought we'd start with the things that have died. So all these pots at the back here, I've just totally neglected and they've just died. These were like violas and things like that. And look at them, just dead. So yeah, I basically didn't water them because they're too far away from the front of the house, which is where the hose is. In this pot here, I've got some little gladiolus growing. I bought these bulbs ages ago. I had tulips in here, and then I sort of, as the tulips died back, I put the gladioli bulbs around them. So it's really beautiful, and hopefully, if these flower a little bit later in the summer, you know, this pot is sort of taken care of really, because I've got tulips and gladiolis in it. All I have to do is mulch it in the winter and look after it. In theory. That's all just in theory, because if I remembered to do that, you know, and that's touch and go really. I'm really sad down here that some of my zinnias died. I love zinnia flowers. I think they look like little lollipops when they flower, because they've got contrasting colours and they just sort of like pop like little lollipops. They're so amazing. But I sowed these ones in a pot because last year they worked really well in a pot, and this year they've all frazzled and died. And I did keep watering these. It's such a shame. I've probably got a couple in here that are usable, but it's a real shame that they've all just sort of snuffed it really. However, I wasn't silly. I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. I actually sowed some more in a different pot. These are looking a little bit healthier. I really hope I get some zinnias because they are so beautiful. The flowers are just incredible, and I really hope I've got some to show you in the summer. We've had all the paddling pool and stuff out, so these are all the inflatables that my kids insist on having, which I'm going to have to put down and put in the shed because I think it's just too hot for the pool right now. Here's my little plant. I did show you this a little while ago. I've got my little zinnia, my little, what they call gladiolis, coming up at the back. I've cut all that back and I'm hoping it comes back to life miraculously. We're still waiting on a miracle for that. So I planted this tree ages ago. It's a prunus. People always ask me what the tree is. Prunus accolade. It's a prunus accolade, and the reason I got it is because it's quite a small tree, which works really well for our garden because our garden's quite small, and in the springtime it's just completely full of pink blossom, and then in the summertime it goes like this. So it's got beautiful green leaves, and hopefully this will just get bigger and bigger and give us some shade at the back of the garden, which is where our seating area is. But I just love it. And then underneath our tree we've got the Rebecca, which is all bloomed very early this year. It doesn't normally bloom this early. Here's a little bee enjoying it. Yeah, so beautiful. It just gets bigger every year as well, which I love. And then I've got these little box hedges. Got these little box hedges along the front, and last year they got completely destroyed by box caterpillar. And this year I can see, is that a caterpillar? No, it's not a caterpillar. There are these different bugs on it, which I think might eat caterpillars. These are the bugs on it this year. This weird looking thing, and there's another one just over there. I don't really know what they are, but the point is there's no box hedge caterpillars on them, and they look really healthy, so I'm hoping that they sort of eat them. Yeah, but look how amazing my box hedges are doing this year. Incredible. I think their other name is, what is it, buxus or box hedge, buxus. But you're not really supposed to grow them anymore because there are so many things that kill them, and there's like other varieties that you can buy. But I brought these in the sale from B&Q like 2 years ago, and I love them, and I'm so happy that they're alive. Then as we come through the archway that nothing is growing on, what's this called again, a buddleia. My buddleia has come into full bloom, and this is a tri-coloured buddleia that my mother-in-law brought me about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's just grown so big and I love it. I love the flowers and all the butterflies love it too, but it's a tri-coloured one, so it's 3 different colours in one, and I'll just show it to you. Look at this plant. Isn't it just so beautiful? I can't believe how big it's got. It was teeny tiny when I first got it and now it's massive. But the colours are this white colour, which is really pretty, and then the lavender, like the lilac. Ooh, there's a bee. Oh. Note to self, don't just grab flowers because bees can be sitting on them. Anyway, where was I? Well, we were very rudely interrupted by a bee. And we got this lilac colour, and then the other colour, the third one, is here. Oh, there's a bee on that one, I can see him. But yeah, this very bright purple colour. My apple tree, which I think is a cross between a Gala apple tree and a Jonah apple tree. I don't know how that happens, but there we go. It's got 3 apples growing on it, but it's sort of weighing the branch down a bit. I think what I'm going to do with this apple tree is have it as a fanned one across the fence eventually, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that. It's a whole different video in itself, I think. I think the sensible thing to do would be to remove one of these apples, but I also don't want to because I don't want to lose an apple. These are the only 3 I've got growing on the actual plant as well. I think maybe I should remove one, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to Google it and make sure that that is the right thing to do before I just kill an apple. Very exciting. I've always wanted an apple tree and to grow my own apples and stuff, so I'm really excited to actually get an apple this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I do. Let's see the rest of the garden down here. I've got some daisies coming up, and I don't know what they're called, but they're like giant daisies. My mum gave me these from her garden before she moved house. She just dug a few of them up, and I whacked them in my garden here and over here, and they've just all flowered. They've just all flowered and they are so beautiful. I might pick some today, actually cut some even, maybe not pick them, but cut them and had them in a vase inside. But they are just lovely, aren't they? Really gorgeous and really big as well. Really big, so really happy with those. Before I show you around my little vegetable courtyard garden, which is just behind me here, looking beautiful in the sunshine, I want to harvest my carrots because they are in desperate need of being pulled up from their pot, and I really want to see what they look like. I've had a couple of really tiny ones that I pulled out and Pippin's had them, but I'm hoping to get at least like a couple of just like good sized, normal sized carrots, do you know what I mean? So we're going to pull them up. This is how they're looking right now. Bit flippy floppy. They've sort of had enough. I think they're ready, to be honest. I think they're ready to harvest. I'm just going to whack them all up anyway because I want the pot. Okay, first carrot is quite a success. Beautiful. I mean, clearly not the biggest carrot in the world, but at the same time, orange, quite long, definitely could eat it. Success. It's like lucky dip, isn't it? It's exciting. Right, I'm gonna go for this one. Ooh! I mean, they're not massive, but they look pretty good. Pretty excited with them. pretty happy. Let's go for this one. I feel like this one's going to be a big one. Oh, it is a big one. Oh, bigger. That's a good one. This is so fun. This is almost as fun as digging up potatoes. I think potatoes is ever so slightly more exciting, but this is a close second. Right, come on everyone. Think big. Think big. Oh, it's alright. None of these carrots are very big though, are they? Yeah, all sort of coming out but that big. I'm gonna eat that in like one bite. That's not even a carrot, is it? That's just a root. Never mind, it's okay. Oh, there must be a big one in here somewhere. Come on guys, there must be a big one in here somewhere. No. No. I have a feeling this is a big one because it's quite a lot of stems on it. Oh! It's a yellow carrot. What variety did I grow? Oh, I reckon I found a big one here. Right, brace yourselves guys, this is going to be a big one. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh my gosh, you're joking. Flipping tiny. Why is it so bleeding long? Why is it so bleeding long and spindly? I really thought these carrots were ready because the tops are like so big and thick, but that's what I'm sort of pulling up. So I don't think they're ready at all. But we've started now, so we might as well just pull them all up. We'll just keep going, I think. Never been able to grow carrots, never. There is a carrot shortage, don't come to me because I haven't got a clue. We'd never eat carrots again. Eat carrot tops, but not carrots. Unless you want like that. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Thinking maybe it's because I didn't thin them out enough, because I didn't bother thinning them out. I just thought, nah, leave it. Obviously, I shouldn't have just gone, nah, leave it. And there we go, we learn, we live and we learn. Oh, it's alright. In comparison to the spindles. Wow, most of our harvest look like that. But some of our harvest look like that, which sort of looks like a little mini bunch of carrots. And I know a little rabbit who is going to be very excited to see some of this. So let's get inside. See, because I know a little bunny who's just going to go crazy for some of these, and I still think that most of this is edible. Ooh, where am I looking? And I still think that most of this is edible. Well, all of it's edible. You can actually eat the carrot tops as well in a salad, which I'm going to do for my lunch. But let's find one for Pippi. Now, he's not allowed too many of them, because like too much of carrot, because it's quite sugary. But he's just been neutered yesterday, and he's feeling very, very sorry for himself. Bless him. So I'm going to give him one of these and see if it cheers him up a little bit. I actually don't know where he is. Pippin! Pippin! It's not in here. Where is he? I always have to find my rabbit. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's sitting on the little tiles because they're ceramic and they're nice and cool. And I think it helps him a little bit to feel better. I've got this for you. Got this for you. Would you like a little carrot? Would you like a little carrot? Yeah. Oh, is that nice? Is that nice? the carrots out and onions in. I think the carrots are probably just finished anyway, or I didn't thin them, or whatever happened to them happened. The point is I wanted the pot for the onions because I think the onions needed to get out. They needed big boy beds. But yeah, they look really happy in there. Hopefully I'll get some onions in a pot, that would be great. I've got my fennel, which is doing amazingly. I'm so excited to harvest this. Oh, I can't even talk about it. And then I've got a, what's it called? Tomato in a felt bag. And I've got 3 tomatoes in buckets. And the ones in buckets are doing better than the one in the actual grow bag, which is 4 tomatoes. And look, I've got some tomatoes growing on them. So I've got these ones, these great big ones, which look so fancy and weird. I'm very excited to see those go red. And then I think these are probably either cherry or gardener's delight. I reckon they're gardener's delight. And they're coming along really well. And the buckets are just doing fantastic. They really are the perfect size for tomatoes. These are £1 buckets from B&Q, if you are curious. My cucumber here isn't really doing anything, but there we go. Did we expect it to? Not really. The Jack B. Little is starting to grow now and get some really good green leaves. I've got high hopes for him. He's going to go up all over the fence, hopefully, fingers crossed. I took my eye off the ball a little bit with the broccoli, and I got lots of cabbage white butterflies laying eggs, which turned into caterpillars, and I spent last night picking off caterpillars, which was disgusting. So if you can just stop the butterflies, that's the best thing to do, because it really is not a very nice job removing great big hairy caterpillars. I sort of hope they'll come back, but obviously these have been quite damaged, as you can tell. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think plants have come back from worse than this in my allotment plot. I've got the beetroot growing here, which is just doing fantastic. I've got a mini cucumber there, which is sort of dying, not sure why. And then I've got a courgette plant, and I've got my first courgette, which is somewhere over here. Can't really miss him when you see him. Oh, there he is. I don't know if you can see him now. Wow, they're quite spiky courgette plants, be careful. Yeah, there he is. Can you see him? He's a bit of a funny shape, but I think that's because he's squished up against the edge of the bag. But he's looking fantastic. I might have to pick him soon. Oh, fantastic, great. And I've got more flowers coming, so hopefully more courgettes. But not too many courgettes, because we all know what happens when you grow more than 2 courgette plants. You just end up with 5,000 courgettes, which you just can't get rid of. So I'm only growing 1, and I think that will just give me all the courgettes that I need to survive, really, to survive the apocalypse, probably. So noisy today. I think when the sun comes out, everyone just wants to get out and work and drill and put the lawnmowers on and stuff, which is fair enough, but it's not very good when you're trying to vlog. I hope you enjoyed my little vlog today. I'm so proud of my courtyard garden, and it's not the prettiest of gardens. I definitely could have made it prettier. But I didn't have the money for it, and I wanted to do it on a budget. It really was a budget project, and a lot of the things that I've done and I've made and stuff are out pallets and things, and it's old pots and stuff. So it's whatever I could find, really, and that's the point of it. The point I wanted to make is that if you have only a small space for growing, and it's concrete, and it's just a tiny little narrow corridor or a patio or an alleyway, you know, you don't need that much money behind you. You can grow incredible fruit and vegetables, and it's so magical. It doesn't really matter. You don't need a massive allotment plot. You don't need all the money in the world. You don't need to buy expensive raised beds and just make it look beautiful. It looks beautiful enough with just the plants growing. Just get stuff growing and your space will be completely transformed. It will look beautiful. And I hope that's given you some inspiration. If you watch my vlogs and you love gardening and you love watching my allotment plot and you just wish that you had one, you know, if you have just even a windowsill or a small space, just whack some pots out, just whack some vegetables out. You will not regret it. It is one of the best things I ever did in my life, and it's just become such a passion of mine. So get out there and grow, and take the weekend and get some pots out if it's not too hot. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my little vlog today. See you later. Bye.